What's up, everybody? Michael here today, and I'm here to talk to you today about Devante Adams. Listen, just because he's in a top 5 don't mean he's a Super Saiyan. He's a fake Super Saiyan to me, and Packers fans give him way too much credit. But Michael, he was 3 yards short. I bet if he was 990 yards and only 10 yards away, you would want me to give it to him. You either go over 1,000 or you don't. You either get 1,000 or you don't. Plain and simple. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing Packers fans give this guy so much credit. He's a fake Super Saiyan at best. Is he the best wide receiver on the team? Yes, but he's not good. I can name wide receivers that are better than him. We know Julio's better than him. We know DeAndre Hopkins is better than him. We know Michael Thomas is better than him. Hell, I take Allen Robinson over Devante any day, because Devante, even with a 28th ranked offense and bad quarterbacks, still put up much yards, put up more yards and more touchdowns than Devante Adams that year. I'm not sure if you could. I'm not going that far with saying Devante's Adam Thielen is better than Devante Adams. I'm not going that far. But we can make a case Stephon Diggs was better if he was still in the North, but he's in Buffalo. But I guess I can call him a Super Saiyan. He's better than Devante Adams. Tyreek Hill's better than him. Odell Beckham's better than him. Mike Evans is better. Edelman's better. The list just keeps going on. He's barely in the top 10 wide receiver list. He's only had one season that he went over 1,000, and he hasn't sniffed it since. And the dude can't stay healthy this season. Okay, I'm tired of this shit. Just because he looks like a fighter don't mean he can fight. Doesn't mean he can be a fighter. Just because you were good in New England doesn't mean you'll be good somewhere else. Because Belichick can make anybody from a bum to an elite quarterback. Just because the Zadarius Smith had more sacks and he's gonna be a beast, I'm praising him. Just because he looked good this year don't mean he's gonna look good next year. Unless you beat a healthy Bears defense, unless you shut down the Saints, which you will play in week 3. The Green Bay Packers can miss the playoffs. I made a prediction in a blink of an eye, and I didn't sweat one single bit. I'm not Adam Rank. I'm not biased, and I'm telling you the truth. The Green Bay Packers are gonna miss the playoffs. They're gonna take a step back. They're gonna be second in the division at best. At worst, they'll go 3rd. But 4th is the Lions spot anyway. But let's get back to Devante. Listen, I'm tired of Packers fans putting him over Julio Jones, putting him over Michael Thomas or anything. He's good, don't get me wrong, but he's not that good. He's a false Super Saiyan at best. And I mean that. I don't know if it's because his quarterback is getting old and he's getting washed, or is it because the system doesn't fit him with Matt LaFleur. But how do I say this? Who would pick? Who would you rather have, Julio or Devante? Who would you choose? Because some Packers fans would just say, "Oh, we're going with Devante." You mean to tell me Julio is a Super Saiyan God, in my opinion. That has a overrated quarterback and still makes some catches. Odell Beckham makes a few catches and has played with two worse quarterbacks. Eli Manning, a washed up Eli Manning, and a bust of Baker Mayfield. But I know Baker's gonna give me shit for this, but it's the truth, he is a bust. But I'm not sure if it's the lack of the system that doesn't fit Devante, or it's the lack of quarterback play, because we know Aaron Rodgers doesn't use the tight end that much. That's why they got rid of Graham. But here's the thing with Devante. People give him so much credit, and this dude only had one 1,000-yard season. You do or you don't, plain and simple. Do I need to say Galladay's better than him? I'm not gonna go that far, but do I need to say it to enlighten the fire with Packers fans? Because Al Robinson is probably the best wide receiver in the North, if not. Because why not? Al Robinson showed up for that sorry offense last year and made some good catches. Yeah, his team didn't make the playoffs, but he still put up an MVP performance, and he was Walter Payton Man of the Year anonymity, but they gave it to Calais Campbell. Who's the best quarterback in the North? Obviously, it's a 50-50 between Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers, but I guess if it was all time, I'd pick Aaron Rodgers, but right now it's Kirk Cousins. Who's the best running back? Dalvin Cook. Who's the best tight end? Kyle Rudolph. Who has the best O-line? Green Bay does, but here's the thing. Green Bay's O-line. Their O-line, if not, is because they got Rick Wagner, which was a downgrade from Balaga, and they didn't address that in the draft, but they did address it though, but it was very late. But they were not competitive last year. They didn't play like a 13-3 team. They didn't get better. They got worse. They should have been 8-8. Okay, that team was the worst 13-3 team this decade, and didn't get better. Got worse every second. I don't want to hear it's because Aaron Rodgers didn't have to have an offer. How do I say this? He didn't have to have an MVP season to go 13-3 and almost to the championship. What happens when you go up against the Saints week 3? What happens when you go up against the Lions that almost swept you this year? That you needed a field goal to win? What happens when you go up against Matt Ryan and Julio Jones? What happens when you have to go up against Phillip Rivers? What happens when you have to go up against Brady, Evans, Chris Godwin, and Gronk? What's going to happen then? And you have to go up against the 49ers. And you have to go up against the Eagles team again that you threw a pick against in the end zone. When Aaron Rodgers has to face an elite defense, he folds like sandpaper. He's old. He's washed. He's not good anymore. Let it go. Devante is good, but he's not elite. Unless he has a 1,000-yard season and proves me wrong, because I'm open to being wrong. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear Devante's better than Allen Robinson. I don't want to hear he's better than Julio. I don't want to hear that he's better than Michael Thomas. I don't. But that's it. That's all. Subscribe and bear down an FTP.